Jack, this is Mr. Verso City. This will be your election hood headquarters. I'm gonna tell it from a black man's perspective. It's 3 p.m. I'm on the East Coast, geographically Michigan, Detroit, Michigan. I went and voted. Hope y'all went out and voted. Hey man, it's today the big day. Today is the day of all days. You understand me? This is where we find out who was all cap and who was all rap. You understand me? Either Trump, either Trump gonna win. Either Trump gonna win or Miss Harris gonna win or Miss M off. Because that's her husband's last name is M off. Now you see, I got my you feel me? I got them J boys. But as it stands right now, like I said, it's 3 p.m. on the eastern seaboard. West Coast 3 hours behind. So what? They 12, 1, 2. So they at 12 o'clock. And then you got Central Time and all that stuff. But I'm just gonna give you the West Coast and the East Coast. So I'm towards the East Coast. I'm Eastern Standard Time. It's 3 p.m. straight up. It's a lot of funny bunny business going on, but it's to be expected. So it's a very close election, and the only way the Democrats can win is they got to do the little hoe ass shit, the cheating, and the little slick ass shit. Where I went to, I wanted to record it, but I didn't want to do anything where they kick a brother out or say I can't vote because I violated whatever. So, but I heard and I saw. Detroit is very unorganized, dude. If you from Detroit, I don't mean no harm, dude. I don't mean no harm, but I'm gonna call a spade a spade. It's very, very, very unorganized. Y'all knew 4 years ago for this day. How you get to this day and you still scrambling and you still trying to figure out this and hey, you got to go over here. And I heard one brother say they shut down the polling place where he was at. He was telling another brother they shut the polling place down. They told him to come to where I was polling at, where I was voting at. That's unorganized. Y'all have 4 years, dude. How y'all didn't know this polling place? How y'all, and then y'all sending people somewhere where they might not even be on there. You hear me? Like that man, I think he was able to vote. I was so focused on what I was trying to do, I think that brother was able to, he was a very vocal type of brother. So I think if he couldn't, he would have let it be known. Like, cause he came in talking shit like, hey, I better be able to vote here. And I guess some chick he knew or whatever. And she like, hey, don't come in with that. It kind of like playing around, but he's serious, but he lightly joking, but he's serious. So I think the brother was able to vote because if he didn't, I think he would let it be known like, hey. But what I'm trying to say is very unorganized in Detroit, Michigan, dude. And I think that's by design. I don't think motherfuckers is that incompetent. I just think it's by design by the higher ups. The higher you go in Detroit, the more they don't have our skin. They put people who look like us in certain positions, but the higher ups, man, they don't look like us. They is the puppeteers. They the one who put niggas on strings and make niggas, you understand me? So I think this is by design to keep all the confusion and, where I go and, okay, what happened and this, that, and the third. So as I get up and go, I went to where I went to in 2022 because I ran out and voted for Tudor Dixon. I met her. My wife was working out there towards Troy, and she go to this donut place, and I saw the bus, and I jumped out. I'm gonna go take a picture of the bus, not knowing she came off the bus. Well, her handler, one of her handlers came off the bus and said, "Hey, you want to get a picture with her?" Hell yeah. You know, I don't like big grits. I like a white woman that's a white woman. I don't want a white woman putting on buffs and trying to act this way. I don't like that. That's why I ain't like Vanilla Ice. You know what I mean? If you're gonna be a rapper, like Eminem, he half and half. He be doing nigga shit, but for the most part, he just try to be a little white boy. You know what I'm saying? From 8 Mile. But she a white woman, so I made a last minute decision and said, shit, I'm gonna vote for her. I met her. She cool. She pretty. You know what I'm saying? She got 4 kids and shit. You couldn't tell. So she was cool. She gave me a hug. Told me. I told her. I said I wasn't gonna vote, but meeting you today, and I'm big on energy. I'm big on, I was like, I'm gonna vote for you today. And she told me thank you. And I went about my day and I went out there and I voted. So I went to a place I voted to today. But they sent me to the place I went to when I first got up this morning. So I said, shit, that's where I voted at in 2022. So I'm going to go vote here. You know what I'm saying? So I'm waiting. I'm in line. I got my scowl on and, folk trying to talk to me. And they got this little white dude. He condescending because he said to the black woman in front of me, do any of y'all? And because he wasn't talking. If he was talking to me, I wasn't listening because I was looking at him like, because I see through these liberals, man. I'd rather deal with a white dude that's straight up, dog. Don't do the condescending shit with me. I'ma see through it. So as the sisters, they looking around, they in line and all that type of stuff. He said, hey, do anybody here, and he right in front of, in the front. He said, do anybody here know their polling place, their number? And didn't nobody really say nothing. He's like, kind of figured that. You know what I'm saying? That was real condescending, like you saying niggas ain't smart enough to know where they need to go. You feel me? But when he federalized, nigga, this shit confusing. Y'all got shit handwritten and you know what I mean? Y'all had 4 years to get this shit together. So I'm listening to the ladies behind me and in front of me. And they all saying, man, they do this every time, man. They always change the polling place. It was a brother that they got this thing, you had to scan a QR code. He scanned his QR code because he didn't know where he needed to go. Because his sister called him before he can, go into the thing to vote and said, hey, do you know where you're polling? He's like, no, she told him to scan the code. The QR code. He scanned it. He what I'm saying? He was like, but they sent me here. And she was like, well, you got to go by the... So the brother obviously did it and he moseyed about his way. But the point I'm trying to make is, I'm listening. I'm not originally from the D. You know what I mean? I'm born and raised in Lansing, Michigan. So I'm not used to unorganized type of shit. Majority of Lansing is white. And white people, you can say what you want to say, they're going to be on time and they're going to be organized. That's just something white folk do. We, on the other hand, we unorganized and we ain't on time. I saw people still getting out. It's like 7, so I'm seeing people still getting out, grabbing their little bag. Shouldn't you already be set up? The polls open up at 7. You should have been here at 6. So just looking at all the disorganization, I'm like, damn, it's cold-blooded. So I already heard what they said to my man. So I'll scan the QR code. They speaking to me. I ain't say nothing. Yeah, okay. And I scanned the QR code. I put my shit in, and it said that I need to go back to the church. So I'm like, man, I voted here in 2022. Now they're gonna send me back to. I said, all right. So I left. Went to the church. That's why I told you I saw the brother. You know what I'm saying? Who saw another black man, and it looked like it was gonna be some drama, but he was being funny. The one black dude that knew the black dude I'm talking about, he was like, man, what's your problem? And the dude looked. He said, oh man, said his name. They shook hands. You know what I'm saying? And he was telling them, that's how I overheard it. He was telling them how the polling place where he was supposed to go, they shut it down for whatever odd reason. He was like, yeah, man, they better let me vote, man. I'm here to vote. You know what I'm saying? Woo, woo, woo. So I go into the spot. Again, line is unorganized. You got the line, and because I looked at the sister, she looked at me because she got behind me, older black lady. And then the one black lady was like, well, y'all, could y'all move the line? But lady, you is the polling person. Y'all is the quarterback. Y'all the one who supposed to direct traffic. Y'all should have known already how y'all was gonna have people set up to come in. It's a small little area, so you already know you don't want them too close to each other. So when she had us swing around, that opened up for the people that's voting right here because it's booths right here. You understand? So that was just coming right into the thing. Then I get to the part, I already know they have my ID out. Got my ID, have my ID. You know what I'm saying? They told me, okay, this is where you're supposed to be. All right. Tell them my name, filled out that, got my ballot. But I'm just listening to people, man, as I'm writing and filling in shit. I'm just listening to how the people who work there, the poll people, because the one sister that took my damn ID was confident. Took my ID. That's when the old girl, the next one, who said basically make the line better, because she was more vocal. She handed me the little piece of paper. You fill your name out. So I filled that, handed back to the old girl. Then she said, the one that took my ID first was like, "What's his name?" But I'm thinking in my head, like, bitch, you took my ID. You didn't read my ID. Like, why are you even here? Like, if you took my ID, you should saw what my name was and all that. So the one sister that was very vocal and moving the line, she said, "What's your last name?" Told her my last name, and old girl said, "What's his first name?" So I turned to her. My name is blank blank blank. You know what I'm saying? She caught a little attitude because I'm like, bitch, you unorganized. Do you understand? You don't even. I could have been Osama. You would have not known. So what is you in front of a computer punching in shit? What is you when you took my ID? What did you punch in? So as I'm feeling, I'm taking my time. I'm seeing people rush. Hey, I'm reading it closely. So when I got to the blank blank, I'm going straight this way. I'm voting this way. This how I'm voting. You know what I mean? Y'all see the hat. Y'all see where I stand at. I drew the line in the sand. This is where I stand at. You know what I mean? I don't give a damn who don't like it. My mama, rest in peace to my mama. My mama had a cold saying, "Get glad and scratch your ass." I don't care. Just don't put your hands on me. I don't care about all the looks and I don't give a damn. Just don't put your hands on me, or this polling place is gonna be on crime in the D. You understand me? It's gonna be on crime in the D. You understand? And it might be me on the ground, might be them on the ground. I don't know. You feel me? I don't know. But I know I ain't for that. So I'm doing what I'm doing. Matter of fact, when I got into the booth, it was a chick. She was an older black lady and she walked with a cane. But I'm thinking like, damn, she moved because I'm on one side, she on the other side. Man, she moving so rough, dog. I'm like, I had to take my time because I'm like, she gonna make me scribble some other shit because she just moving the booth. But I think she was using it to prop herself up because she got the cane, so I think she was leaning into it and was, and she was moving the whole damn booth. So that was irritating. So I got through that. She finished, and as she finished, I was able to, finish up the way I needed to. But as she was leaving, and I was finishing up, I heard one of the election ladies say, one of the ladies at the table say, "Hey, the election board is on the phone." So the one lady who took my ballot at the end, a short black lady, kind of chubby, with a white shirt on, she had the phone, because I see out the corner of my eye, she had the phone. She put it on speaker. I'm like, yeah, you fucked up, because I'm going to listen to all this. I'm doing what I'm doing, but I'm listening like, and she like, yeah, so how everything going? And this, that, and the third. But keep in mind, they couldn't take no more people. So somehow it shut down, and this is round 8 something. Yeah, this round 8 something. It was a little before 8:30. Just round 8 something. It's 8 and some change. 8 in the morning. Because I was number 28, by the way. Because I made sure, like, when that's you. All right, I saw my number. Okay, so I know I'm 28. You know what I'm saying? So I know if any funny bunny been, hey, I was number 28. What you mean 28 didn't get counted? You understand me? So she talking to the election lady, you know what I mean? The big wigs, you know what I'm saying? And they asking her, how's the numbers looking? Now I say that to say, as I was listening to Newsmax, you got Fox, you got Newsmax, you got CNN, you got all these outlets, right? I listen to Newsmax and I look over on Fox. I really don't fuck with CNN, NBC, because I already know what type of time they on. I already know what type of time Fox on. But Newsmax to me is a little more credible. So as I'm listening to the people on Newsmax, the dude that they was interviewing said, you're gonna know by the early numbers. Cause the same day voting, you got early voting, which shit, I think they did early voting up to almost 2 weeks. I want to say down there a month, quiet as kept. But the early numbers is favoring the Republicans. That is unheard of. So the Republicans made headway with the early voting. So now they turn into same day numbers, which always turn out for the Republicans because most Republicans go the same day. So they didn't dominated the early. And they saying that right now it's 316. They saying that the Republicans is dominating the same day voting, right? He said this is a key thing to pay attention to. Is he said I'm gonna pay attention to Wayne County. He said that's Detroit. I'm gonna pay attention to Fulton County, which is Atlanta, and he said another one I believe in Philadelphia. I forgot the name of that county, but he was basically talking about he want to pay attention. He's a white man. He's one of them people that study elections. He said he looking at the black vote. He said historically the black vote is always the early vote and the vote that always get the Democrats over the hump. He said you're gonna know which way this election is gonna go by the black vote, right? He said, if you hear robocalls going out, because I just got about 3 or 4 text messages, probably about less than an hour ago. 3 or 4 texts. I text them back. I text them back, you know what I'm saying? Trump, whoever it was, text back like, man, thank you for your time. You know, they was, man, I'm not with that shit, dude. I see through y'all. Been seeing through y'all, but I see through y'all, dude. But when he said that, and I just got all these, you know, calls and all these text messages that let me know the numbers ain't what they appeared or that they want right now. So going back to me voting early this morning, and they shut it down. See, lottery does that. Like when they had that billion, almost 1 point something $billion, and people was trying to play their numbers, and the lottery machine shut down. That's when they start configuring shit like, you know what I'm saying? We can't allow Michigan. We can't allow somebody in Michigan. We got to allow somebody over here in this state to win. Because these big pools of lottery don't just be in Michigan. It be in California and be in all these big cities, big states. So when they had that happen with the lottery, I said, oh, there's some funny bunny business going on. So I follow a lottery group on my Facebook. Everybody was saying the same shit, right? Because something about the numbers, it might have been the original numbers. Because I just believe, you know, when they got control of these machines and shit, I believe, you know, they can switch this shit, right? I believe it probably was more than one, maybe 3 winners. And they're like, oh man, we can't have 3 winners, man, in 3 different states. Man, that's a lot of bread, and that's gonna be a lot of shit that they're gonna have to pay out. You understand me? So that happened. Who was another one? Oh, basically if you notice, you know, I got stocks. I don't know if anybody who come across this, you know, have stocks. But the stock market, when the stock market doing so bad, like when it's doing bad, they'll just freeze it. Any other time, the stock market is rocking and rolling. But when it's doing bad, because they don't want to do too bad, because guess who was in power? You know, hopefully they get their ass up out of power today or by tomorrow. But bottom line, they paused it. And then it go back up. So going back to what I said about me voting today, when I was finishing up, and I told you with the black lady with the cane and all that, was moving the booth and all that, when she slid around, look, I just got another one. Them numbers ain't coming in like how they wanted to come in. So now they're going in overdrive. They say the Democrats is panicking right now. And it's 3 o'clock. Polls don't close. Most polls close at 7 or even 8. So we got what, 4 hours? Maybe 4 hours and 40 minutes, something like that. Bottom line, dude, it's not looking right for him, which is good for us, for the other side. But like I was saying, man, when I was finishing up and I heard the sister take the phone call from the election worker, but before she took that call, all of a sudden they couldn't do nothing because I heard the one that's very vocal, the black lady, was saying, sorry, appreciate y'all patience, but right now, because I heard one of the sisters that wanted to vote say, oh, I'm cool, I just want y'all to get it right. You know what I'm saying? I ain't tripping. I want my vote counted and I don't want nothing funny. You know what I'm saying? But it shut down, dude, at 8 something. I was like, matter of fact, I was the last vote. Because you had a group of us. So I was number 28 on my side. They got 2 different sides. I don't know what that side, who was the last person, what number they was. But on my side, I was the last person. I was number 28. That's why I put hashtag 28. I was the last one. Couldn't nobody else vote until they figured out why it shut down and they couldn't move forward, basically. And that's early. That's 8 something in the morning. So it'd be a lot of funny bunny business shit going on because the Republicans, which is headed the can't think of the name right now, but I know it's Laura Trump, which is Donald Trump's daughter-in-law, because her son is married to her. She's the co-chair of the Republican party, whose job they done sent out 23,000. I want to say 32, but I'm gonna say 23,000 poll workers throughout the nation, throughout United States, and mostly they're not putting them in areas where they know they have a stronghold. They put them in areas like Wayne County, like I told you what the news dude said, Wayne County, Fulton County. They basically put them where the black shit be going on because, again, I just told y'all, I think a lot of this unorganized shit that be going on is purposely done. You can't be that fucking incompetent. I don't want to believe that about my people, dude. So I know my, again, most of them black women. And I know black women who they son could bleep somebody, man, and they would look the police in the face and be like, no, it wasn't my son. Or they'll say, man, he ain't here. And he be in the basement somewhere or in the attic. So all I'm saying is black women, yeah, when it come down to it, they'll do some yeah bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And most of the poll workers was black women. You understand me? So Laura Trump, pardon me. These boys are all right. Is the co-chair, along with the white dude. Forgot his name. But she the co-chair. They sent out lawyers, like 2,300 lawyers. They got a lot of shit, man. And they putting them in places where they know they had problems at 4 years ago. Also, cameras the Republicans was able to so the shit that Detroit did 4 years ago when they put all the shit up where couldn't nobody see, that ain't gonna happen this time. They got cameras everywhere. That was some of the shit that old girl and her co-chairperson implemented. Because they do need now bathrooms, I understand that. You know what I'm saying? That's somebody's privacy. But there should be cameras all through, anywhere, everywhere, looking at all the people, from the election workers to the people who handle the ballots. I mean, from the time they arrive to the time they leave. They need cameras rolling. Fuck that. All the cameras shut down. That's why here in Michigan, I heard people in Northville, they had a gas leak. What's that about? So they shut down the polling place in Northville. Now, for y'all who might not live in the Detroit area, Northville would be something like, I ain't gonna say DeWitt, because there's niggas that live in the DeWitt, but Flower, Fowler. That's somewhere that's outside of Lansing, but it's way out there. Not saying ain't niggas out there, but because like in Northville, some niggas out in Northville, but you gotta have a little piece of change. So I'm just doing comparison to give y'all, who might not know, what I'm trying to say is it's a lot of white people. How can I say this? I'm not saying it's a guarantee all them white people gonna vote for Trump, but all I'm telling you is I know that's Trump area though. I done rode through Northville and I see a lot of Trump and Van signs. So today, not too long ago, probably about an hour or two ago, gas leak. Had to shut the polling place down. That's interesting. But as I was reading the comments, they were saying in, was it Livonia, Novi, somewhere like that, power went out. Man, these coincidences or this shit is orchestrated. I just told you about when I first went to where I went to. I mean, where I went to eventually, the brother said he couldn't vote because the polling place shut down and all that. Hey, man, it be some funny bunny business, man, because they know this going to be a razor thin situation. They say in 2020, the final tally was it was like under 50,000 votes. That was the final tally with Biden and Trump in 2020. What you think this one gonna be? So if they can still a vote here, crush a vote here, crush a vote there, that's what they gonna do. But let's get to what they saying. It says we want to get let me go back. Let's go back. Bear with me, y'all. Bear with me. Okay. It says voting hours extended in critical battleground states after software issue. Let's bring this up. Oh, Pennsylvania. Now, for y'all who might not know, Pennsylvania is a swing state. It's not in nobody's favor. It swings either way, right? So let me read this to y'all. Let me show you. Can y'all see that? I know I got that glare to it. Hold on. Yeah, y'all might not be able to see it. But maybe if I take the glare down a little bit. Let me see. Maybe y'all can see if I take the glare down. Because I got that bitch on high definition down there. Yeah, you can see a little better. There we go. But basically, it says Pennsylvania County extends voting hours after software issue with scanning ballots. Now, Trump been saying, I've been saying, I remember when I voted, and I believe that was my first election that I voted in 2000, and I know it was the Bill Clinton's vice president, Al Gore, and Bush. So it had to be, because 9/11 happened in 2001. So it had to be 2000. Yeah, 2000. But they had the hanging chads because they had the paper ballots. So people, when I made that comment, people, what about, and okay, yeah. But that's why they have, here in Michigan, I don't know if it's like that throughout Michigan, but I know where I went to go vote, they got paper ballot. It's marked. You use a pen. It's basically like when you do a meat test or where you do any kind of school test, you just fill in the little circle. You know what I mean? I think that should be across the board. Period. Because with this scanning problem, see, it's a guy, they saying it was fake news, and he, with the AI shit, who knows? But he was pushing Trump, and it wouldn't let him push Trump. But when he pushed Kamala, boom, it automatically Kamala and Walls. But when he tried to push Trump, it wouldn't let him, because it's electronic, they wouldn't let him push it. So I say that to say again, Pennsylvania County extended voting hours after software issue with scanning ballots. Polling locations in Cambria County will close at 10 p.m. Most polls I just told y'all, that's the East Coast. That's Pennsylvania, that's the East Coast. They ain't that far from us, from Michigan. They're like 1, 2. Man, if they don't get that little weak ass dog, that dog gonna get hit, dog. Get the dog. Hold on, y'all. You just can't let dog go in people's yard like that, bitch. Boy. Whew. Lordy Jesus. But polling locations in Cambria County will close at 10 p.m. Like I just said, they close to us, so it should close at 8. So they get my extra 2 hours because of this so-called software issue. Now, could this be the issue that causes the election to go towards Kamala? Is that why Kamala and the Democrats were so confident? Because they know they're going to cheat and they're going to get the votes that they need? We don't know. We'll see. So let me read some of this to y'all. It says, Pennsylvania judge approved a petition to extend voting hours until 10 p.m. Eastern time after a malfunction. Now listen, y'all. Again, it's 4 years, dude. The last election was in 2020, and y'all telling me, okay, all right. After a malfunction prevented voters in Cambria County from scanning their ballots, election officials emphasized that no one who wishes to cast their ballot will be turned away and that all votes will be counted. Republican National Committee, RNC Chairman Michael Whatley urged voters to stay in line and cast their ballots regardless of the delay. Remember I told you about Lord Trump? He's the other chairman. His name is Michael Whatley. They own it. I respect them. They own it. The Cambria County Board of Elections learned early this morning that a software malfunction in the county's electronic voting system has prevented voters from scanning their ballots. Boy, and if y'all don't know, like I said, they say if Trump don't win Pennsylvania, he lose. If Kamala don't win Pennsylvania, she lose. So it comes down to Pennsylvania, man. And look at this shit that's going on in Pennsylvania as we speak. County Solicitor Ron Ripak said in a statement, this should not discourage voters from voting at their precincts. All completed ballots will be accepted and secured and counted by the Board of Elections. The County Board of Elections has expressed voting machines at the precinct location continue to allow voting electronically while still allowing hand ballots to be cast, said Ripak. I think they need to shut the machines down and do all hand ballots. Because something about the machines, yeah. Because you got to think, man, it's like Vegas. I just told you about Michigan with the lottery. I just told you about the goddamn stock market. Man, when people have control over these machines, man, they can manipulate this shit anywhere they want it to go. You can't manipulate a ballot, dog. You can rip a ballot and throw it away so it don't get counted. But you can't manipulate no paper, dude. You can't. It's right there. That is David Axel. He voted this way, blah, 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 blah. That's his ballot. That's why I told you. I remember number 28. I wish I could have recorded my whole shit, but I looked, scanned, because it said 27. When my shit went through, boo-boo, it went 28. Because I never forget, I grabbed me a sticker. The sister, it was a dude right here, some little old nigga with a country hat on. And the sister, handed me a sticker, but I already had grabbed one. So the dude, the little nigga with the hat on, he said, I ain't say shit. I just grabbed a sticker. He said, you can have as many as you want. But he had a little attitude with the shit. So I looked back at him like, man, like, hey, man, I'm the wrong one, brother. I come and slap that cowboy shit off your head. He one of them old niggas. Let me say this right quick, y'all. See, when you had the civil rights movement, when you had the Black Panthers, any type of organization is always started by young people. The reason why it started by young people, because young people are fearless. Old black men and old black women are fearful. That's why they fear Trump. They fear he's a racist. He's going to do this to us. They live in fear because they didn't got old. They worried about their social security. They worried about their little health care. They not thinking, damn, they didn't let all these illegals in here. You think your social security in trouble now? Just in Chicago, I was just saying this on my live on my Facebook. In Chicago, the mayor has proposed that the people, the citizens of Chicago, property taxes go up 300%. Because he said, man, we can't allow the police not to be paid. We need the police. We need the ambulance. We need all the city workers. We need all this, right? But guess what he's not saying? That money got spent up because they try to take care of all them illegals. So the illegal immigrants that they was taking care of, the city of Chicago, ate up the budget to the point now they got to put it on the backs of the people of Chicago and raise their property taxes up 300% on top of this economy. So when I look at black people that's old, I'm like, yo, y'all just so weak to me. I'm 47, so I would be considered in the middle. Little over the middle. Because I'll be 50, you know what I'm saying, in a couple of years. So I'm a little over the middle. But bottom line is, dog, I don't even have that spirit. And I'll be 80. If God let me see 80 plus, I'm never going to have that spirit. I'm never going to be looking down on the young people or the people that choose to go the other way. I'm going to be like, it's a reason why they feel the way they feel. They might see something that I don't see. See? So that old nigga, he can tell my energy. He ain't like my energy. I ain't in here buck dancing for Kamala. You see my little hat, nigga. You see where I stand. You see my demeanor. I come in here on business. I'm not coming in smiling and dance. They had a DJ at every fucking polling place in Detroit. They had a DJ. This ain't no time to fucking party. What kind of shit is this? I was irritated. Like, man, it's too early for this shit. Turn that shit off, nigga. It's too early for this shit, bro. But that's our fucking problem. We think everything is time to turn up and time to party. That's why we last as a collective, nigga. That's why when I see niggas and black women, oh yeah, we getting to the bag. No, you ain't, sis. I know numbers, sis. I'm a statistician. I know numbers. You can say what you want to say, but they say 32,000 is the average amount of money that a black woman make. So all that, I'm getting money, these niggas ain't. All right, sis. You robbing Peter to pay Paul. I know you is. That's why you always crying about your bills. If you getting so much money, sis, why you always complaining about your bills? Why you always saying these niggas broke off? A nigga try to talk to you, he can't come at you, he better have this. That means you ain't doing too well, sis. Because if you was doing good, like they say, these white feminists and these white liberals and these white progressives are saying, you wouldn't be begging niggas or you wouldn't be downing niggas and you wouldn't be saying niggas got to have this amount of money just to even talk to you. So I know that's all cap. That's that bullshit. Let me get back to reading this, dog. It said all votes cast after the original 8 p.m. time will be provisional ballot, the court order. The Department of State is in contact with the county officials in Cambria County. Voters are continuing to vote by paper ballot in accordance with normal operations while the county resolves the issue with in-precinct scanning. We are working with the county to resolve the technical matter and remain committed to ensuring a free, fair, safe, and secure election. I can't tell. Seems like y'all trying to pull some funny bunny business bullshit. But that's why Trump was saying, man, we got to make it too big for them to rig. If it's too many numbers, I just told you in 2020, Biden only won by 48,000 votes, under 50,000 votes. If it's too big, if it's too big, ain't nothing they can do, dog. They can't. It'd be too obvious, you know. Because right now, Republicans is leading in early voting, and they leading right now as we speak in-person voting, same day voting. That's a bad sign for the Democrats, period. So that means if it's too big, they can't rig it, dog. They gonna have to just take this L. It's looking like it's an L, but we'll see. But it's looking like it's an L for the Democrats. And when I mean an L, not just in the presidency, but in the Congress and in the Senate. So that means Trump gonna have full. If he win, he will have full control to do what he need to do. And that's what we need, man. We need that man. We need that man. I don't care what y'all say, man. All that, see, that's female shit. That's why I put up a meme and it was saying, it said the same people who saying that because you got people who disowning people, friends they've been knowing forever, family members, over a vote. But then it said in the meme, these are the same women who let a nigga cheat on them and they stayed. It's funny, but it's real. These the women that's, come on, cuz. You didn't even stand on business about your baby daddy or your husband. Now you want to stand on business like, yeah, man, your decision making ain't the best, boo. I'm just keeping it G real. It ain't a put down, you just got to go on what's right and what's wrong, dog. Your decision making is not the best. And these Democrats, these white liberals, these white feminists, progressives, they know this shit. That's why they keep propping up the single black mother. Like, yeah, you got it. And they help them. They don't use lip service all. They also help them. It's a reason why they do that. To keep the single black mother, the queen, and have the black man suburban and docile and, So now as the black man rise up and say, hey, man, we ain't voting for Kamala, they try to push us down. No, y'all dumb. Y'all stupid. That's why I tell, don't argue with them. Just listen to them. Just listen to these black women that's down in niggas. Listen to them, dog. It's irritating. Some is even angry, like, really? But just listen to them, my brothers. They really don't give a fuck about us, dog. And in all honesty, dog, they selfish, man. Charleston White then just told you that the selfish woman on this earth is a black woman, dog. The black woman chose the government and food stamps, welfare, and all that in the 60s over the black man. They didn't even have enough faith in the black man to ride with the black man. The white man came in and said, hey, we'll give you all this. You just got to get rid of the black man. And she literally, if she didn't get rid of him, she hid him. That's why the movie Claudine was so monumental and such a classic, because that's what the black woman had to do when the white caseworker came through. They got to put everything up. Anything that looked like they moving up or trying to progress, they got to hide the iron. They got to hide this. They got to hide the new this and new that. And then if you got to do, you got to hide this and got to hide that. But that's what the black woman chose. Fast forward, they doing the same shit. So I don't even get mad. I just open my ears and look like, damn, that's how they feel about us, dude. They really think we dumb. They really think we not smart. But these are the same women who procreate with us. These are the same women who allow us to bust in them. But we dumb and we ain't smart. But then these are the same women who have multiple baby daddies, though. But we dumb. And y'all smart. All right. So it says, prior to the court granting extension, Wiley had assured voters that Republican Party's lawyers were all over the issue. They own it. They own it. We understand that there are some line delays on the ground, Wiley wrote on X. We need you to stay in line. We need you to fill out your ballot in full and deliver it. Our Pennsylvania lawyers are all over this issue and ensure fairness and accuracy in this process. See, Republicans, they got duped in 2020. They ran game on them. See, that's why they, make Trump out like, man, he crazy, he dumb, he this, he that. And he's saying, that they stole the election, man. If you a statistician and you dive into them numbers and you dive into all these technical problems and all this, all of a sudden watered and like, how y'all got ballots in the basement and it flooded? So now y'all, we don't know these ballots, we don't, you know what I'm saying? Man, it's a lot of funny bunny bunnies that went on in 2020 and they doing it now, but it's too many eyes, cameras, people are recording. People are like, it's a white lady. She was in there, man. She was recording. I didn't want to take that chance. I just listen and watch. So now I'm reporting to y'all live and telling y'all what I saw, what I heard, and what I saw. So I'm glad the Republicans is all over this shit, man. So let me see. Let me update my shit and see what else they might be saying. Watch live. Let's see. Hold on. Weather counties that determine the next president, state president election. When polls close in 50 states. Results of midnight vote in small towns show Trump and Harris. Okay, let me give y'all this one. This is one of the ones early. It's kind of like a barometer. If y'all know what a barometer is, it's just basically telling you, is it hot or cold, or just basically letting you know where shit might land at, right? So it says Harris and Trump showdown. First votes cast at midnight in tiny New Hampshire township. This is just a tradition in elections for years. Some of the first election day votes cast in small remote New Hampshire township in decades old tradition. The first results of the 2024 election day are in from Dixville Notch, New Hampshire, with former President Donald Trump and Vice President Kamala Harris splitting tiny town 6 votes. It's a real small town, so it's only 6 people. They split their votes. That favors Trump. They said in 2020, it was Biden, I think 5, Trump 2. Oh, no. That was 2016. 2020, it was zip. Trump got none in 2020. And Biden got all of them. But in 2016, it was 5-2. Before that, with Obama and because I think it was McCain, because he ran for 2 terms. First time I think it was McCain, and the next election was the blockhead dude. I can't think of his name. His dad was real big in Michigan because one of the buildings in Lansing is named after his dad. I'm just drawing a blank, but him. This always determines who the country is leaning towards. So by it being 3-3, the country split. That's why they say it's going to be razor thin. But I think what's going to happen is going to be like they say in the Hispanic vote. I'm talking about the legal Hispanics. They don't like all that illegal shit. They won't vote if they came in the right way, because they know they just came like people from Cuba or different countries in Latin America or South America and Mexico. They already dealing with like dictator type shit. They don't like that, and they see the Democrats like on some dictator type shit. They don't see Trump and the Republicans like that. They don't see them like that. See, they trying to paint a narrative, but the people don't see them like that. They see the Democrats like, y'all trying to do some funny bunny bullshit. Y'all done let 15 million in this country, so y'all got a plan. And y'all trying to do some shit. So the people who that's Hispanic see that's legally in this country. They said that they voting and breaking for Trump. So that's 1. 2, a lot of black people, myself included, decided to buck the system and say, I'm voting for Trump. Also, a lot of black people did not vote. Some people are going to sit on the couch and not vote for neither one of them. See, so that's the black vote. So that's in 3s. 1, a lot of us bucked the system, said, man, we ain't voting for old girl, dog. And that's black men and black women. It's a lot of black women too that ain't rocking with her. The media not gonna tell y'all that. They just gonna point out the black man. 2, some niggas like, man, like even when I was in there, it really wasn't no big enthusiasm. It wasn't like, yeah. That's why they got the DJs there, because they know the black vote is like, because we done literally watched you bring all these illegal immigrants over here. You telling us, man, this is what we got to do for y'all to get reparations, or for us to pass a bill for y'all. What we got to do, we got to get the Democrats in, and then see if they get control of the House and control of the Senate, then we can try to put a bill up, right? But keeping in mind, the bill ain't going to be nothing but a bill to study some shit. So now you got a bill just to study what they're going to do for us. Then they're going to say, oh, okay, we put that bill up, but the Republicans, they shot us down and they filibustered and they didn't let us get the pass and this, that, and the third. But see what we're going to do now, this midterm election, which for, 2024 one is going to be 2026. That's going to be the midterm. When they have other Senate seats and Congress seats that's up and people got to go vote. And I believe the governor Because old girl, she done in 2026. I can't wait to Big Gretch, Big Stretch, whatever her damn name is done for. We need to get Tudor or somebody else in this bitch, a Republican preferably. So at the end of the day, this is how it's broke down. So they know these numbers is not favoring them, dog. Black people is not, they not enthused, dog. I feel it. I'm big on energy. People in there nervous and they ain't got anxiety, but they not excited because they saw, man, like, damn, man, they really, it's like they got to hold their nose and go vote for this woman. They know that shit stank. They know it stank. You watch these motherfuckers allow these immigrants in here, and they was telling, well, we don't know how they get money. Come to find out, they was getting money from the different, like when they pass these bills, like when they send money over to Ukraine, they got money that's in the defense and money for those. They was putting money in there secretly for the immigrants. That's how they was paying for them. Because I was just wondering, like, how they taking care of 15 million people, cuz? How they eating? How they getting money? They ain't cast one vote, nigga, and they get money, nigga. They getting places to stay. I know niggas right now sleeping up on the bridges and homeless in my city. It's a lot of black men and black women that's homeless over there by Quality Dairy, between Larch and Cedar. Y'all know, people from Lansing know where that area at. Man, so many homeless people, dog. These Americans, nigga. And y'all allow these immigrants to come over here, Democrats, and y'all pay for them. Because y'all got a plan for them. So the black vote ain't really excited. They holding their nose to go vote. I ain't see nobody in there cheesing. They trying to, speak good morning and all that type of shit. That's being pleasant. But at the end of the day, black folk know the business. And it wasn't really popping. It wasn't really people lined up for real, for real. So the black vote down, dude. I just told you about the Hispanics off the rip to go to the black vote. Then you go and I didn't know this. I just learned this in this election cycle, that, because I'll be wondering, like, damn, people that are I can't say it, basic Christians don't really vote in elections. That's why Trump made a play to try to get them to come out and vote. When Kamala in that rally, when somebody yelled out, "Jesus is King," she said, "Oh, you at the wrong rally. You want to go to the smaller one down the street." She heard what that man said. He brought the demon up out of her. Demons smile too. Demons, like, being a man, we'll see a woman like, man, she fine as hell. Woo. Man, that woman be a whole demon, will fuck your whole life up, nigga. On God. She be a whole demon. And it go both ways. It's men who can be demons against women. That whole demon spirit is real. So that's why demons don't like, like the movie, if y'all know anything about Exorcist, and he was throwing the holy water, the spirit of the one compels you. And he was throwing the holy, man, he brought that demon started talking up out of old girl, man. That's real. So when that man in that crowd yelled out, it was two of them, because they was trying to spin it like, nah, that ain't what they said. They had to go to a news channel and do an interview and say, we was the two guys who yelled out. And so that's when this story got some validity. But when them men yelled out, Jesus is King, Lord is King, and you at the wrong rally. They ain't say it one time. They was saying it multiple times. So you understand what they saying. And you say, you at the wrong rally. So Trump, this thing is about God. So that's why they prayed a lot, spoke about God a lot. So if you look at it, regardless of how you feel about Trump, it's the party of evil and good. Kamala and them is an evil, dog. You got Christians, black Christians, and that's the saddest shit, man. These black churches that allowing Kamala to come in their church and she preaching that blasphemy shit. We gotta let the Transformers be them. We gotta allow them to play in women's sports and man, y'all that ain't what God said. That ain't what the Bible say, dog. That party is a party of degenerates. I'm telling you. That party is not for men. Men is supposed to be the ones like, hey, hold up. See, women, they're like, when you see shit online and you see a black girl twerking and she's 6, 7 years old, you see a bunch of women, mamas, aunties, cousins, hyping that shit up. You don't see no men, family members right there like, yeah, go ahead, look, cuz. Because it's always the male family members who gonna be like, hey, sit your little ass down, stop all that. So that's why the Democratic Party don't want the black man to stand up and the black man to be a voice in our community, because we gonna be the ones against that degenerate shit, man. I saw a video on TikTok that went viral. His baby mama got like a cousin or something. And he one of them people. He one of them rainbow people. Ain't nobody knocking them. Man, I got people like that in my family. Ain't nobody knocking that. But at the same token, a man gonna make his concerns heard. So he tell his baby mama. Now the boy, he rainbow, right? He got lipstick on and shit. He all chubby and shit. He black, but he got his hair all cut. Man, he look crazy. He recording because he telling, hey, didn't I tell you I don't want him watching my son? Now, God forbid, I pray for that man that don't nothing happen to that man's son, dog. But God forbid, guess who's gonna be the first motherfucker crying, talking about, oh man, my son. How did this happen to my son? Bitch, you the one who allowed that man or that little boy from the rainbow community that's your cousin watch your son, and he might been touched on himself. See, I'm telling you, it's the black man that lays down law. The black woman gonna go along. The black women like gay people. They like the little gay friend. Like they'll surround, like listen to this right quick. A black woman will surround herself around a bunch of gay black men and then say, man, these niggas ain't real. These niggas ain't, they ain't, man, what nigga? We already have a hard time trying to get through the female pack that you run with. So now we got to go through all the gay niggas too. So we got to go through all the homegirls. Then you got some that want to hump on you. You know, you be having that too. But then we got to go through these gay niggas too. So when we go out to eat, they got to come too. We already got to deal with you and all your homegirls. Now you want to bring this nigga? So a lot of black men choose not to deal with women who surround themselves with a bunch of funny people, dog. We barely want to deal with your homegirls and your cousins. Barely. Like me, I don't like females like that, dog. I ain't saying I never dealt with females like that, but I dealt with enough. I don't like that. If we go out to eat, why she gotta come? Nigga, we going out to eat. Why your homegirl, where her nigga at? Why she gotta chaperone us? We grown as hell. So I always chose women who were kind of like alpha females, who then they had friends or got friends, but they don't hang around a bunch of bitches, man. That is horrible. I feel bad for niggas that got to deal with chicks that got a bunch of cousins and homegirls. You got to, man, we going out to eat. Why they all got to show up to eat when we eat? Or when we go to the movies, they got to go to the movies too, but they ain't no nigga in sight, though. Like, come on, man, that's whack as hell. So black women is with that degenerate shit, man. I'm telling you. A lot of these black boys and black girls are getting touched on because a lot of these black mamas allow a lot of degenerate shit, man. You know, they a little more, they strong in their own way, but they weak in others, dog. And that's where the man supposed to be strong at. But if you don't respect the man, if you ain't got no man in the household or a man for real, then you're going to get taken advantage of. And that's what be happening. Telling you, man. So I'm glad a lot of us black men stood on business. I'm standing on. I don't give a damn. If I look up tomorrow and I have my Facebook deleted, and I bet I still go, I bet I still go get my money. I bet I still go boop, boop, boop. And my new shit, you feel me? I'm going to keep climbing going up. Me and my family. My wife, my sons. You understand me? Because I'm going to put God first. I ain't gonna lie. I see why I failed in life and early on, because I'm trying to put everything. Man, you got to put God first, man. You stand on God, then everybody after that. And I ain't gonna lie. Since I've been, ain't nobody perfect either. That's why I don't like that when it comes to women. You damn near got to be Jesus. If Jesus had a Facebook page or Instagram and Jesus came on there and said something about black women won't even fuck with Jesus no more. And I bet you that. You damn near got to be Jesus for a black woman to respect you. But they not perfect. They don't make perfect decisions. They don't do perfect shit. But the man got to be perfect. I learned that from having a baby mama. You can't be perfect, dog. Ain't nothing you gonna do that's gonna change her mind, dog. And you got a lot of black men chasing that. Man, fuck that, nigga. Be you, nigga. You a man, nigga. Who cares if your baby mama don't like you, nigga? Do your kids love you? That's all that should matter. It don't care what, man, you trying to, I know niggas, man, close to me, and niggas I know from a distance, man, they be doing everything trying to get their baby mama to respect them. They ain't gonna never respect you, nigga. Newsflash, nigga. You can get your kids every day. She gonna be like, why you didn't get them on the 8th day? It's only 7 days in the week. She gonna tell you why you didn't get them on the 8th day. You spend all the money in the world on them. She gonna be like, well, you didn't get them no socks, though. You always gonna be the bad guy to her. Somebody gotta be the villain. Somebody gotta be the hero. And unfortunately, the black man always gotta be the villain. So I would say embrace your villainhood, nigga. Be the villain. Fuck it. But somebody got to stand on business in our community because our community is fucked up, nigga. I'm looking out. Matter of fact, the little girl that ran out there is some teenage little girls. The mama barely be at home. They got the little dog that be running in everybody's yard. Me and my wife had to, because we ain't going to tolerate that. The dog is bad. Fuck that. That dog ain't about to be start pissing and shit in our yard. And y'all playing stupid. Because we going to let our dog out and we going to chain that nigga up to the front and see what happened to your little dog. You better get that little motherfucker gone somewhere. But the mama barely be home. They just moved in. These little mamas fast as hell, cuz. They fast. They looking in grown men's face. Y'all know what I mean. They got shapes. They looking at grown man's face and they got shapes. See, people across the street. There's so many single black mothers on this block, dog, and it's horrible. You see niggas in and out that bitch all the time, different niggas. But keep in mind, they all got little girls and boys. This will be happening in our community, dog, because there's no men in the household. So the hen house is wide open for all the coyotes, the wolves. It's wide open. So then when it happens, then all the black women pile up. These niggas is pedophiles. These niggas. Man, listen. Who raised these pedophiles? What happened to them? Who touched on them niggas? I guarantee you they weren't raised by a father and a mother. They was raised by a mother. So while the mother was trying to get her group, and I know women personally, I ain't gonna throw nobody on the bus, but I know women personally who were chasing their own set of dicks, and their daughter ended up chasing them too. And if I said it, then y'all know who I'm talking about. But bottom line is, she was more focused on niggas than her daughter. So many black women like that, dog. They leave their kids to the wolves. See, if the father's around, they make the baby daddy. See, these niggas that's the baby daddies, they be the bad guy. Because they the ones who basically see the shit and telling the baby mama, man, you need to cut that funny bunny business bullshit out and pay attention to our child. So then he look like the bad guy because she gonna go to Facebook and she gonna go to her friends and her family. Girl, he trying to do this and do that. And then little behold, she end up pregnant or she end up molested or she end up, and then everybody quiet as church mouses. Quiet. Yeah, y'all doing too much. What the fuck y'all doing? Hold on, y'all. In Detroit, you gotta watch everything. You gotta watch everything. I spilled my damn cup. But hey, shit happens. We gonna keep it rocking and rolling. But bottom line, let me read this to y'all, and I'm gonna jump off here, and I'm gonna probably come back on probably around 8. But It says the final count read out by officials around 12:10 a.m. on Tuesday morning were three for Trump and three for Harris. In the 2020 future president, Joe Biden swept all the votes there. Back in 2016, four people voted for Senator Hillary Clinton, two for Trump, and one for Libertarian candidate Gary Johnson. The six citizens of Dixville Notch, which is a remote, unincorporated township in New Hampshire, North Country region, cast their ballots at midnight. So it's a long-standing tradition that goes on in New Hampshire, in that little small town. They cast their votes at midnight, and they kind of like the barometer that tells you it's gonna lean this way, it's gonna lean this way. Since it's even, hey man, this thing can go either way. It can go either way. But the numbers from the early votes, like I told y'all, is leaning towards Republicans. There's more Republicans voting early this year. Now we going in 4 o'clock, so that's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 8 hours into the election. And the same day voting numbers are leaning towards the Republicans. So you got two spectrums. Early voting, and you got same day voting. Republicans is leading in both of that. The Hispanic numbers is not flowing for the Democrats. The black numbers is not flowing for the Democrats. These is their base. These is who they need to elevate and excite for them to win. They say the rural vote is dominating both early voting and today same day voting. People tired, bro. People tired. And the only reason black women and black men is voting for her because they saying Trump is a racist. The majority, newsflash, the majority of y'all who work at these companies, your CEO is racist. Your boss is racist. I guarantee you won't put your 2 weeks in and quit. I bet my life savings that you won't quit your job. So miss me with all that racism shit. We know racism exists. We know police is racist. We know doctors can be racist, lawyers, judges. We already know this shit. We behind enemy lines, nigga. It's only 50 million, less than 50 million black people in America, nigga. We behind. Look, they sending more shit. Yeah, they struggling. Hey, we is behind enemy lines, dude. Do y'all understand that, yo? See, when you see them elevate these black people, we for some odd reason think we running shit. No, nigga, they part of the system, nigga. Oh, we got a black Supreme Court justice. She is part of the system, nigga. On both sides, even with old boy, the black Republican conservative dude that's on the Supreme Court. I can't think of his name right now. But yeah, man, they all controlled by the system, nigga. We behind enemy lines, man. What Cube saying, higher learning? Or was it Lawrence Fishburne? You behind enemy lines, man. This is what you got to understand. You're behind enemy lines. And their job is to make us think that we're not behind enemy lines. I'm not voting for Trump because I don't see what the fuck I see. I just know right now we need somebody that's going to protect us abroad. We know it's too many wars going on, too much money being sent overseas for these wars. Under Trump, there was no wars. You can say what you want to say, but we didn't have no wars under Trump. We got 15 million illegal immigrants in this country. They got to go. We can't take care of them. That's like you in your household right now. If you got 4 people in your household, and you only got 3 bedrooms, and then all of a sudden you got 3 other family members that want to move in, that's 7 people in the 3 bedroom. That ain't gonna work, nigga. You're gonna have to be like, I ain't got it. And you gotta feed them. Water, electricity, washing clothes. Hey man, that's a lot, dog. We can't sustain these people, because if that's the case, then why is homeless people in America then? If we got all the money in the day, oh, we just America, we can do it. No, we can't, because why we got homeless people already in America? Think about that, y'all. We already have millions and millions of people that's Americans that's homeless, can't feed themselves, can't clothe themselves, don't have nowhere to go, don't have no shelter. And you tell me we gonna, on top of that, we're gonna add 15 million more people? Hey man, they got to go, bro. I don't give a damn. Man, that's inhumane. No, that's called being sane. The shit they saying is insane, nigga. That's insane to keep all them people in this country and we can barely feed the people that's here and clothe the people and shelter the people here that's in the millions. So Trump gonna take care of that. Taxes. We paying too much in taxes right now. Man, he gonna cut taxes for the rich. Who you think run this bitch? The rich. Matter of fact, I said this to a nigga on the comment in Crime in the D. He talking like, yeah. I said, man, my brother, hate to bust your bubble, but the Illich family, the Ford family, Dan Gilbert, and all of them, the Bernsteins, they the ones who run Detroit, nigga. Big money run Detroit. I don't know. Y'all run the culture, nigga. Cardis, Owasan jackets, cars, all that. Y'all run that shit. They run Detroit, nigga. They set policies, nigga. They buy judges and politicians, nigga. You just look good, nigga. Yeah, you getting carried. What up, though? That's all y'all do. So y'all the culture of Detroit, and I respect the culture. But what I don't respect is y'all niggas don't really run shit economically around this motherfucker. Illich, Dan Gilbert, Ford family, Bernsteins, and others run Detroit. So who the fuck you think run the country? So why wouldn't he? Who you think gave all that money to Kamala? She had $1.1 billion. Who you think? You think the American people gave her that? They probably gave her a fraction of that. Shit bigger than what y'all think, man. With Nino Brown, this shit bigger than Nino Brown. So you got to make common sense decisions and say, hey, man, he talked this way, he walked this way, but man, we safe. Our taxes gonna be straight, gas gonna be straight, groceries gonna be straight, because guess what? He gonna knock that inflation down. He already told you how he gonna knock inflation down. You have to get the energy cost down. If shit costs a lot of money to transport over here, then the cost is gonna get passed on to us. That's called inflation. When they send all this money overseas and spend all this money over here, and they flooding all this money into the economy, that's called inflation. You have deflation and inflation. We're dealing with inflation. He told you how he gonna do this shit. Kamala telling you Trump is bad, Trump is bad. What else you gonna do, Kamala? Trump is bad, Trump is bad. Kamala, what about Trump is bad, Trump is bad? But Kamala, for real, seriously, no, Trump is bad, Trump is, that's all her, she said this whole 90-some days she didn't been running as for president, is Trump is bad, dog. And then she said, oh, I got policies, I'm gonna do what she said, opportunity for all economy. What the fuck does that mean? Opportunity for all. Break this shit down. I never forget talking to one of my I wouldn't call him because I don't hang out with that man every day, but he come from the same hood I come from, and we was hanging out one day, and I telling him, yeah, man, I do hair shows and blah blah blah. I said, man, you should get into it. You know what the first thing that nigga said to me? How would I make money? Fuck all that, man. There be hoes there. No, man, nigga don't care, man, how I'm gonna make money, nigga. I ain't investing in shit if I don't make no money. So you got to give me more details than that. Guess what? I didn't really have no full details for that nigga. So that's why he would kind of switch the conversation. We started talking about something else because he realized, man, this man, I'm not going to make no money for real in no hair shows like that. I'm going to end up spending money than making money. So that's why men, especially black men, we want to know the details. Why you think I got a plan for black men. I'm going to give $1 million to black-owned businesses for men and others. Then we say, who's the others? Oh, Trump is bad. Then we say, hey, hold up. How we going to split $1 million between, it's 3.5 million black-owned businesses, and we supposed to spend $1 million between them? Oh, that don't make sense. Trump is bad. Trump is bad. Trump is bad. Then you say, it says she gonna want to legalize marijuana. So what you want is you basically trying to get us high? Hey, no, listen, Trump is bad. Trump is bad. Trump is bad. That's all she said, dog. She really don't have no policies, man. How you gonna close the border? Oh, I come from a middle class family. But seriously, Kamala, how you gonna say Trump is bad? Trump is bad. Trump is bad. That's all she did. That's all she said. Her whole fucking campaign is, I'm from the middle class. I was raised by a middle class family, and Trump is bad. That's her whole campaign. Oh, the third one, reproductive rights. Now, I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna jump off here. Reproductive rights. Who is stopping women from having procreation sex with men so she can be reproductive? Because that's what reproductive means. Reproductive means having reproductive. Reproductive. That means having kids. Nobody's stopping women from having kids. People just feel a way when it comes to abortion. I'm one of them. It's a lot of men and women who feel that type of way. Even God say that ain't right. That's all she had to hang her hat on, man. And you got people cheering and shit like, yeah. She ain't it, man. She is not it. She is not it. I'm telling you, she ain't it. So I'm going to tune back in probably 8, maybe even 9. I might tune back in. Well, I'm going to tune back in, but it's going to be either 8 or 9. We should have a little more update for you. Good or bad, because either way it go, I'm going to be straight. If he lose, he lose. Shit, everybody can't be winners. If he win, good. But if he lose, I ain't about to crash out. And come on, man. Okay, cool. Shit, she only can be in there 4 years. Just have to wait her ass out. But I'm going to continue doing what I got to do for me and mine. So, I'll be back and holler at y'all, all right? Peace.